Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. After a long time I will record something useful, finally, of the content for this channel. And today we will discuss about the different coffees with milk or milk beverages with the different sizes, different ratios, different espresso shot extractions, single, double, and sizes of the cups actually for each beverage that need to be served. So let's go step by step. I know this is a quite subjective topic among the community, where everybody have their own standards, or even they are trying to come up with their own standards in front of the customers, which is not quite precise, since there is no much of sense to serve 2 or 3 different coffees with milk in the same cups with the same ratio, coffee to milk ratio, and the same espresso shot extraction inside. And then to just pour different milk texture, foamy or less foamy, and then to say those are 2 different drinks. It's a quite pointless and useless strategy, and quite unprofessional, to be honest. So what I will try to do today is to present you a few coffees with milk, all the way from the smallest to the largest, with the clear differences in between, and the recipes, how to be made. And on that way we will be able to differentiate and classify different coffees with milk on the way they should be classified. Of course, not globally. Globally speaking, definitely some regions have a different standards compared to the other regions, but still it's quite clear that the different milk beverages or coffee with milk, different names should come up with the different standard sizes and the ratio. So let's start slowly, step by step, and let me guide you through this very important and a little bit sensitive topic among the coffee professionals. Let's do it. So we will start first with espresso macchiato. Espresso macchiato should come in the espresso cup, espresso serving cup of roughly 70 mLs or 2.5 ounces, with a shot of espresso and steam milk all the way till the end, if we are doing specialty. If we are doing commercial, usually macchiato is done by doing the espresso shot and adding only the foam of the milk in a few drops over the espresso. Then we will do something which is called Piccolo. Piccolo is as well a single shot of espresso. It comes with a little bit larger cup than espresso macchiato, so it's usually served in the cup or the glass of 90 mLs, which is 3 ounces. Single shot of espresso and steam milk all the way till the end. Then we have a Cortado. Cortado now there are differences. What I have been introduced in the past. Originally Cortado is from Spain, where it's made as a double shot of espresso and steam milk all the way till the full cup in cup or the glass roughly around 120 mLs or 4 ounces. So as what we can see, we are going slowly from 2.5, 3 ounces, now we are on the 4 ounces. Then comes Cappucino. Cappucino should be the single shot in the 5 to 6 ounces cup, or between 150 to 180 ml cups as a single shot, and the rest of the cup is the steam milk. Flat white as well comes in the same cup as a cappuccino, 5 to 6 ounces, just instead of a single, it's a double shot of the milk, or potentially double ristretto, how many prefer to make the flat white, and the rest it's filled with the milk, steam milk. Now, when it comes to the flat white, if we are doing it with double ristretto, we should note that that coffee is slightly under-extracted and overwhelming strong. We can make it just a little bit higher volume than ristretto, but not so extended as a full shot espresso. And finally, we have a cafe latte. Cafe latte comes from 6 ounces plus, usually from 6 to 8 ounces is the best size for the serving cafe latte as a single shot, and the rest is filled with the milk. As the name suggests, latte on Italian means milk. So technically, when you're drinking latte, you're not searching quite for the coffee flavor inside. You're usually drinking milk with just a little bit of the coffee inside. So that's some basic classification, and now I will start making actually the coffee and pouring the milk for you in order to better understand the process and classifications and the recipes. If you're hearing some background noise, I'm apologizing for that one. We are roasting coffee down in the production, so the roasting machine is producing some noise and it's coming up here on the first floor in a small amount, so apologies for that. I will put a caption so it will be easier to read the subtitles and to understand the better. So let's move on, let's make the coffees and let's show how it actually look like when we make all the different coffees with milk. Let's go. So now we'll start making the coffees, and we will start by doing espresso, macchiato and piccolo, since we need 2 split shots, and I will do them at once, and then I will make the rest of the coffees. Yeah, so I will try to combine slowly. So my grinder is set up for 18 grams dose. For the 18 grams dose of the ground coffee, I want to extract amount of espresso 1:2 ratio. When it comes to espresso, 1836. But for the coffees with milk, we are searching a little bit stronger coffee for the more coffee flavor in the milk, coffee with milk, when we combine with the milk. So for our coffees with milk, I will usually for the single shot, I will extract, or for the full shots, whatever coffee requires, we will extract the 18 grams of the ground coffee and around 32 to 34 grams of the yield in the actual cup. We will not go up to 36 or more because we don't want to dilute our coffee inside. So let's start slowly. I will grind first two shots and let's see how it looks like. You usually need to scale every of our doses. Okay, we level the grounds a little bit. It's 17.9. 17.9 is quite fair. 0.1 or 0.2 when dosing the coffee is still tolerable differences. Sorry. We distribute, we tamp, and we are ready to make our first 2 single shots for our 2 coffees with milk. As I said, we are not searching 36 grams out, 1:2 ratio. We want to make something around 32 to 34 of yield in the cups, just to get stronger coffee inside, less diluted with water. So on the 31 I have stopped, I get out 33.5, and that's just enough for our 2 single shot espressos, for macchiato and for the piccolo. Now, definitely I will make for us purging the steam wand and steaming the milk. Usually we are steaming milk to be very silky and shiny with the maximum temperature up to the 70 degrees. But you can steam as long as you can hold the jug or the pitcher, however you want to call it. That means that once when you cannot hold it anymore, it's already hot enough to be drank, and then when it's poured and customers is drinking, they don't burn themselves while drinking their coffee immediately. So for our macchiato, we have our espresso shot, single shot, and we are pouring the milk all over the top, which is 70 ml or 2.5 ounce cup. Single shot and full cup of the milk. That's espresso macchiato. Now we need to make our piccolo, which is again single shot, and again we put the milk, we pour the milk, steam milk, until cup it's full. Total amount of this cup or glass, it's 90 ml or 3 ounces. So we have espresso macchiato 2.5 ounces and the piccolo 3 ounces as with single shot both. Now, what we want to make? We want to make, let's start with cappuccino and latte. So again, for the cappuccino and for latte, we need the single shots of the espresso, So we will make them both at once. Again, the same amount of the coffee, 17.9 grams, so it's not a drama. We distribute with thumb. Now we are extracting our single shots for our cappuccino and for our latte. So let's do it. Again, we are aiming for the amount of 32 to 34 grams of yield in the cups. Again, 33.8 this time, so still lower than 34, which is very important to not dilute our espresso more than we want with the water, and then additionally we dilute with the milk, and then we cannot feel exactly that coffee flavor in our milk beverage. Frothing the milk again, making the foam, making enough foam for the 2 cups. When milk reaches a warm temperature, we want to start to swirl our foam and our milk to get that silky and shiny texture. When it's hot enough, we stop steaming. We clean immediately our steam ones and we purge. Now we have our cappuccino and our latte. Cappuccino is coming in a 150 to 180 ml cup or 5 to 6 ounces. Single shot of coffee and steam milk all over the end. And then we have our latte, again with a single shot of coffee, but in the cup between 6 and 8 ounces, or between 180 and 240 mLs. Single shot of the coffee and pouring the milk all over until cup is full. Complete. So we have 4 drinks now. So we have espresso macchiato, which comes in the 70 ml cup, single shot of coffee and full of the steam milk. We have our piccolo, which again comes single shot of espresso into 90 ml cup and full with the steam milk. Then we have our cappuccino, which comes in now in the bigger cup, which is between 5 and 6 ounces, or between 150 and 180 ml, with a single shot of espresso and steam milk all over the end. And then we have our cafe latte, which comes in 6 to 8 ounces or 240 ml cups maximum, so from 180 to 240 ml cup size, with a single shot of espresso and the rest filled with the steam milk. Now what we will do 1 cortado and we will do 1 flat white. For our cortado, we will use the full shot, double shot of the coffee. We will use double shot of the coffee in 120 ml cup or 4 ounces. And for our flat white, we will use the same cup as for the cappuccino, 5 to 6 ounces, but we will put as well double shot. In this case, I would like to mention that we will not put, in any of these cases, we will not put double ristretto. Double ristretto is quite under extracted coffee due to the low low water volumes going through the coffee, so it's under extracted and super strong. What we want to balance our coffee shot before we put the milk. So we will make it stronger, we will not dilute it. We will do 18 grams dose and we will do around 30 grams of the yield this time. So these shots will be a little bit stronger than these single shots. So we will do 1830 for our Cortado and for our flat white. And in both cases, we will do double shots. So let's do our Cortado first. And then let's do our flat white as well at the same time. $29.9, 30.2 I get out. And let's see how much I will get here, how much my precision is sharp. 29.8. So both cups are relatively close. As we said, 29.8. So both cups are relatively close. And as we said, we will not put more than 30 grams of the yield of coffee in the cups. Steaming milk again. Searching that optimum foamy and silky texture with the proper temperature. When that's done, we are ready to pour milk in our cups. So, as we said, Cortado will come in 4-ounce cup, 120 mLs or 4 ounces cup, and we pour the steam milk all over the end. So this is our Cortado, and our flat white comes in a 5 ounce to 6 ounces cup, or between 150 and 180 mLs. Sorry, flat white in 5 to 6 ounces. As a double shot again. So the cup is same as for the cappuccino cup size, but instead of the single, there is a double shot of the coffee inside. So we have done our coffees with milk, and let me classify them for you again. So we have our macchiato in the 70 ml cup or 2.5 ounces cup with a single shot of espresso and the rest with steam milk. Then we have our Piccolo, which is a 3 ounces cup or 90 ml cup with a single shot of espresso and the rest is filled with the steam milk. Then we have our Cappucino, which is 5 to 6 ounces cup or 150 to 180 ml, single shot of espresso again, and the rest is filled with the steam milk. And then we have a Cafe Latte. Cafe Latte, it's from 6 to 8 ounces cup with a single shot of espresso, and the rest is filled with the steam milk. So as you can see, our coffees with milk gradually increases the cup sizes. So different coffee names, different cup sizes. Otherwise, there will not be reason to call them with different names if it's the same recipe inside. And then we have our double shot coffees, which is Cortado and the flat white. Cortado comes in a 4 ounce cup with a double shot of espresso and the rest filled with the steam milk. And then we have our flat white, which comes in the same cup as a cappuccino, 5 to 6 ounces or 150 to 180 ml cup with the double shot of the coffee inside, and the rest filled with the steam milk. So that is just a simple and basic professional coffee coffee classification, in this case coffees with milk classification. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this was enough information for you so you can do your own menu setup for cafe where you are working for. Thank you so much for watching the video, and see you soon.